So, welcome back to the Canada Specialist Program series. Our first update today is with Natalia from Destination Vancouver. Welcome back to the series, Natalia. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Charlie. It's actually a beautiful evening here in Vancouver. It's about 21 degrees, sunny. We're just ramping up for the summer. So I'm excited about this kind of weather. And it actually is like my picture behind right now. It's just a beautiful sunset and a nice warm evening.
I love that
How are you
picture
doing?
behind you. It's a very cool picture. And I'm
Right?
excited to hear your update on winter today. But of course, as I just said, you're actually obviously in the summer right now. So, how's the summer going? What's your favorite thing to do in the summer?
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get out into the lakes and on the water. I really like paddle boarding, but I love to get on a Zodiac boat tour, which we've done quite a few times already, on different FAMs. And yeah, it's whale watching season too, and we have had so many cool sightings, even as close to from our offices. We've been able to see some whales in the Burrard Inlet, so it's been really exciting, really fun.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, well, I will let you talk about winter in Vancouver. So, over to you.
Perfect. All right. Well, hi, everybody. Thanks again for taking the time to meet with me today. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Natalia Welsh, the travel trade specialist, focusing on our international markets here at Destination Vancouver. And there's my email address in case you would like to reach me afterwards, but I will also touch base with everyone with my follow-up. All right. So why would you want to encourage your clients to come to Vancouver and stay in Vancouver in the winter? Well, I mean, a lot of Australians and New Zealanders love to come to Canada to do some skiing or to check out the Northern Lights. And we really think that Vancouver is that perfect cosmopolitan destination that can be added to a holiday that includes skiing or heading up to the Northwest Territories or the Yukon. We have really mild weather in the winter. I know, everybody thinks of Canada as a really cold place, but actually Vancouver and Victoria are the warmest in the whole country. So this mild weather really allows your clients to do just about anything that they would do on a different season at the same time, doing it in the winter. I mean, biking, walking, the attractions that we've got are year round. So I'll talk a little bit more about each of those so you have an idea of what you can encourage your clients to do in a winter stay in Vancouver. All right, so just downtown Vancouver is a very compact and walkable city. It really is only 3 kilometers in any direction. So you can see the different neighborhoods on my map here: English Bay, Stanley Park, and then Gastown, Chinatown, or off on the right-hand side there, Yaletown. All of these neighborhoods are very, very easy to walk around and visit. So we encourage people to do that. There really is no need for your clients to have a rental car in the city for those dates, because not only can they walk, but there's also taxis, Ubers, and public transportation that's very accessible. And also there's tours that they could do if they wanted to do a city tour with a transportation provider too. So I love this picture of Stanley Park because it really shows the proximity of Stanley Park to the downtown Vancouver area. And it's so easy to get to it. It's probably from like any of the major hotels, it would take about 15-20 minutes to walk in, but it's also accessible with transit, with taxis and Ubers. And the park has 9 kilometers of seawall, which is just a great way to get out and experience the park, walking it or biking it. But it also has over 27 kilometers of trails within the park. So if anybody feels like going for a hike or, a walk in the forest, this is definitely the park to do it at. And it's so accessible. Now, I mentioned before a little bit, but biking in Vancouver is really a very easy way to get around, because we have a lot of different streets that have bike lanes. We have over 400 kilometers of bike lanes within the city. And the providers that rent bikes are also offering e-bikes, but they also offer, they offer the top of the line bikes. They're very safe, very comfortable. I just had a fam the other day from the UK, and this lady in her mid-50s, she was like, I haven't been on a bike in like 35 years. I don't know if I can do this. And she did it. She did a tour for an hour and a half, loved it. And her feedback was, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because she was definitely not feeling comfortable with that idea. But it is a safe city to bike around. Now, of course, there's Harbor Air, and this is a great experience for clients who want to get up in a float plane and see the city down below. It's a great way to see it at a low altitude. And they offer different kinds of sightseeing tours. Usually the one that I like to recommend is the scenic panorama tour. It's 20 minutes and it costs about $160 Canadian per person. Now, we do also have some unique attractions and experiences that you can promote to your clients. There is, we have the Vancouver Art Gallery, the Bill Reid Museum of Indigenous Art. We have the Harbor Center there, the picture on the top right. It has a lookout at the top with 360-degree views of the city. So it's nice for people to be able to see the whole city while they're in it as well, right? And the Vancouver Aquarium is actually located in Stanley Park, right in the heart of it. So it's also very convenient and a great attraction for clients that are traveling with family. All right, one of my favorite things to do is go ice skating in the winter. In Vancouver, right in downtown Vancouver on Robson Street, we have Robson Square. And they set up this ice arena. It's actually free if you have your skates, but they do have skate rental there. So you can encourage clients to give it a try. And as you can see in the picture, it really is in the center of the city. So you don't have to go far to experience some, iconic ice skating here in Canada. But of course, my other favorite recommendation is to go check out the Vancouver Canucks, which are a professional ice hockey team. The season for the Canucks and professional hockey is October through March. And then they go into the playoffs, which is happening right now. With one of the final games is happening right now. The Canucks did not make it to the finals, but I think they made it to the second round, so they did pretty good. But even for clients that are not really into hockey, it's such a fun experience. The atmosphere in the arena is really captivating. There's good food, and it's a really great way to spend a couple of hours for sure, or one evening of their visit. Now, Granville Island is a really very, very popular destination. It's the second most, the destination that's most popular within Canada, right after Niagara Falls. So everybody comes to Granville Island because it's full of like artisan studios and distilleries and breweries, and of course the famous Granville Island Public Market. And at the market, your clients can enjoy a nice lunch, walk around, check out all the different kinds of food that are available in season. And to get to Granville Island, the aquabus pictured there on the left, it's these little aquabus ferries that go back and forth between downtown Vancouver and some of the southern locations on Falls Creek. And it only costs about $5 to get on. It's a really great way to arrive to Granville Island, but also just to explore the Falls Creek area. And you can see Science World there pictured, which is a great place to go with family too. With kids, it's like our science fair. Now, within the market, we do have a company that offers foodie tours in the market. They're called Vancouver Foodie Tours, and they run a really fun festive tour in December. So this only runs in December with a focus on, some of the fun treats for the season. But they also have the regular market tour, which runs year-round. It's a 2-hour tour with 10 to 12 stops along the way. Really fantastic way to see and to taste all the great things that are available at the market. Now, across The downtown on the north side, it's the North Shore, and that has 3 of our local mountains, all of which offer night skiing. So I know most people come and they'll go up to Whistler to ski, but if they wanted to experience night skiing, Grouse Mountain would be a great place to go. There's also an ice arena up there, ice skating pond, and snowshoeing. There's a great restaurant at the top. And you get up to the top of the mountain by going on the Grouse Mountain gondola that carries 100 people, and they're building a new gondola that's opening up in December too. So they'll be able to double the capacity of, loading and unloading people. So we're excited about that. And of course, the famous Capilano Suspension Bridge Park is amazing over the winter because they light it all up. It's called Canyon Lights. And my tip would be to encourage your clients to head over to Capilano sort of early afternoon, like 2:30, 3 o'clock, because then by the time that they're, wrapping up their time there, it will be completely lit up by 4:30, and they will miss being in the middle of all the evening crowd. Now, back in the city, Vancouver Christmas Market is available for the whole month of December, and it's located just outside our convention center that you can see there on the right-hand side. It's a German-style Christmas market, so it's a great place to pick up some Christmas gifts or souvenirs. They even have a carousel there, great food options too. So it's a nice place to spend an hour or two. Flyover. So Flyover Canada is the 4D movie experience that runs year round. But then at Christmas time, they do have a Christmas feature. But the Canadian movie is a hit, and they're coming out with a brand new one that it's launching in a week. So starting on, I believe it was June 28th, we will be able to see a brand new Canada movie. So this one is you fly over the whole of Canada. And I haven't even seen it yet, so I'm excited to check it out next week. We were invited to their little launch party, so I'll be doing that next week. All right. Van Dusen Botanical Gardens. I know everybody thinks of a botanical garden as a place to visit in the summer or in the spring. Right now, it's absolutely stunning with all the flowers in bloom. But of course, for the month of December and into January, they light it up, and it's a really great place to visit. Now, Vancouver is really well known for its good food, and we were excited that in 2022, we got the Michelin Guide Vancouver, and a lot of great restaurants have been recommended, have received stars, and bib gourmands as well. So I would encourage you to let your clients know to try different foods. All this information will be available afterwards to all the restaurants that you could recommend. And of course, we have our Dine Out Vancouver Festival that runs at the end of January into February, and lots of local restaurants participate in this, where they offer a fixed price menu at different price points depending on the restaurant. So it's also a great way to check out some of the different dining options. So really key selling features and key selling points is that Vancouver really is a year-round destination, including a great addition to a winter itinerary. And we really recommend 3 to 4 nights because people always tell us that if they had known how much there was to do in Vancouver, they would have stayed longer. So please make sure, to remember that and to recommend Vancouver as a bit of a longer stay rather than just a one night and on their way somewhere else. And we've got that perfect combination of urban and nature too, so people can enjoy great food. And it's just, we're immersed in nature, so it's a really good combination. All right, and we have some resources I want to just touch base on. We've got the Vancouver Specialist Program, which of course, it's a deep dive into more things about Vancouver. It's 8 courses. Once you register, you'll be able to also get webinar invitations and FAM invitations too. Oops, I jumped ahead there. And we've just come out with our winter resources toolkit. I'll be sharing that link with you to provide you more information on winter. And here's my contact information again to reach out. And I'll pass it back to Charlie now.
Thank you. Woo! Awesome update. I love it. Love talking about Vancouver. Love talking about the winter and all those lovely things there are to do pre or post a ski trip, or as you say, a Northern
Right.
Lights trip or a winter wonderland trip. Lots of reasons to go to Canada in the winter.